Hi, I'm Robert Christensen with Amada Senior Care in Tacoma, Washington, and today I'm going to go over a book that I've read that goes hand in hand with the first book, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. This is another book called The Advantages. Why do some organizations fail while others succeed? And so I'm going to break this down into 3 different points on here. This book does a good job of pointing out that most businesses don't fail due to these 4 things here. They don't fail because of lack of strategy, lack of marketing, funding, or technology. Let me back up and say that. Businesses do fail because of no strategy, no marketing, not enough money, and the wrong technology. So if you don't have those core things in place, you're bound to fail. However, there are a lot of very good businesses that are out there that have all those things in place, have buckets and buckets of money, great strategy, great people in place, but for some reason the business fails. So the question is why do those organizations fail, and why do others, what is the advantage that others have that succeed that had those same core things already in place? And the advantage is a healthy communication, a healthy team, having the right people in place. The advantage is organizational health. And so we're going to touch on those things. That's on this side and here in green. It is crucial that when you're building your organization, you've built it on that triangle that I talked about in the other review under the 5 dysfunctions of a team. If you have all of those things in place and we're firing, then you're going to minimize the amount of politics. If everybody is backbiting, talking negative about each other, and there's all this office dynamics and office politics that's going in the office, it's going to create a lot of conflict. You're going to have a lot of turnover because people are not going to enjoy working there in the office. They're not going to see your vision because they're too busy worrying about what the other people in your organization are doing. If they don't see where you're going and seeing the opportunity that lays ahead of them, then you're going to have a low morale. If people are just there punching a clock and don't have a reason why they're there, if they're not working on bettering themselves, the morale is going to be low. People that buy into what you're doing will have a high sense of morale, high sense of accomplishment in their job, whether it's scheduling. If you've got a great scheduler that is committed to making sure that all of your clients are cared for and that nobody goes uncared for without somebody there, they understand the risk that's there by them not doing their job, then they'll be committed to doing what's right. Minimal confusion. Now, when you're first getting started, there's a lot of confusion, at least there was for me, because you're learning a new job. But the more you're able to train your people, give them clear direction, be open with them to come to you to talk about ways to become better, there's going to be less confusion there. When people know what they're supposed to be doing, then then you don't have the politics that are happening there. People have a very high morale. People then perform at a higher level when they feel like that they're part of a team or an organization that is going somewhere. So the advantage that those organizations that succeed are these types of things here. It's not necessarily the other things, the money, the marketing, the technology. Those are the costs of being in business. You as a business owner, as a leader, need to make sure that your politics are low, minimal politics that are happening in the office. Your people that are committed, they're highly engaged in their job, they have a high morale, there's minimal conflict or confusion there in the office. People are performing very highly, they're very productive, and you have a low sense of turnover. Every time you lose a scheduler, boy, your world just became that much more difficult. And the people that have to fill that gap while that person's gone also became less committed possibly to what the vision is. So focus on those types of things in your office. And how are you going to do that? These 6 questions, ask yourself with your leadership team that's in there in the office that are doing their job. Do they know the answers of these 6 questions? And if they don't know the answers, get everybody together and let's talk about them so that everybody knows these critical 6 questions. The first one is, why do we exist? Why do we exist? Why does Amada Senior Care exist in the market today? If your scheduler doesn't know that, if you don't know that, if everybody in your team doesn't know that very thing, then how can you possibly have a highly committed team? How do we behave? If they see you not committed to the cause and not committed to working hard every day, or what the standards are, set those standards. Let everybody know what the level of behavior is that they need to be demonstrating in the office. What do we do? Make sure everybody on your team understands the services we provide, whether it's home care, placement services, educating about long-term care insurance, educating about aid and attendance, educating about facilities that are out there, whether it's private care network. Make sure that everybody understands what we do so that we can articulate that to our customers and also to the rest of the new members of the team that come in. How will we succeed? What does success look like? If everybody in their job doesn't know what success looks like, then how do they know what they're supposed to do every day? So your scheduler, does she know what, or he know what success looks like? It's all your clients are scheduled. Everybody has a caregiver, no holes. Your clients are happy with the services that are there. Does your sales and marketing guy know what success looks like? Or does he just think success is going out and meeting 60 new people? So everybody needs to know in their role, how do they behave and what does success look like? What is the most important thing for everybody to do right now? As your organization or as your office matures, the needs of each person to be successful is going to grow and change. So everybody needs to ask themselves when they're coming in, they're working, what do we need to do right now, today, to make sure that we achieve our ultimate goal and become successful? And who must do what? As you bring people in your office, people need to know what they need to do. And so kind of in summary and looking at why businesses fail, what's going to make you successful, make sure that you have a good business plan in place, make sure you got the money that's going and being spent in the right places, make sure that you understand the technology that's behind us that makes us successful. But when it comes to the managing of people, because that's what we do, we manage people, we lead people, we inspire people. We need to minimize our politics that are here in the office on a day-to-day basis. We need to have minimal confusion. People need to know their job descriptions, what they need to do to be successful. Create a high morale. People need to love coming to work and love being around you. Motivate them, inspire them to become better. When that happens, people become very engaged in their job and their productivity is going to increase, and it's going to create a low turnover in your office. And then also that will spill down into the field with your caregivers. If they see a highly functional team and they know that they're part of that, then they are going to raise the standard of providing care in the field with our clients. And then make sure that everybody knows the answers to these 6 crucial questions. If you do that, then you're definitely on the right road to success and having the advantage in business. So good luck in creating that advantage and making it a success.